Hello guys, my name is Patrick, and welcome to Ask Me Anything, which is the weekly series here on my channel where anyone can send me in via the comment section or private message their questions, whether it's about a game or real life, and I will always answer them. So I just want to say at the end of this video there's going to be sort of a funny story, just something I did that's sort of out of character, just a quick little story just at the end of the video. I just want to let you know about that. I'm running around with the Weevil here on the map Evac as I sort of fall off the map right here, so that was sort of newbie. I'm still getting used to the slide, I'm getting used to the length. Sometimes like the length is different, it's sort of weird, sort of wonky, but I'm still getting used to it. Anyway, I'm using the Weevil here, which is a really fun gun. I've been using this gun quite a lot actually, and it's a really fun submachine gun, and a lot of people have been saying it should get a buff. I personally think it's fine, I think it's balanced, but if it got a buff that'd be awesome, because I'd be running around with a fun gun that was actually really powerful too. So I think they should buff the Weevil a bit, but if they didn't, like, that's okay, I'll still use it because it's a very fun submachine gun. So this video will probably go up late, just because I'm recording it a Tuesday night, but it's sort of late at night. However, I did get a new internet, we got new internet service, so our internet's a little bit faster now, so the video should upload faster, but you still probably won't be seeing this till Wednesday morning. If you're seeing this on a completely different day, just disregard my statement. So this video is going to be longer than usual just because we've got a little bit more questions than I usually have. Also, I've just got a lot more I want to talk about and a lot longer answers to some of the questions. And next thing I want to talk about was winter breaks coming up. So I don't know what it is for you guys, but for me, winter breaks this Saturday. So Saturday's the first day of winter break, Friday's the last day of school. Then we have winter break till I think January 3rd. We have to go back to school. And finals is going to be coming up right after winter break. So like we get back from winter break, and then like 3 weeks later we have all of our finals. And in case you're not in high school yet, finals are just pretty much the final test that for everything you've learned that like semester, and they're pretty stressful just because you've got to master pretty much everything, and it's a really long test. And there's something called a finals week where all the teachers give finals on the same day, so it's even more stressful because they're all on the same day. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know, just in case. I'll be trying to post more videos on winter break, but after that, if I don't get time to mention that finals is coming up, now you know. So the final thing I want to talk about before we get into the questions is that I was able to play the Tom Clancy's Division Alpha, and if you don't know what that is, you probably didn't know it because it was sort of supposed to be kept classified, but people leaked some information. But I was chosen to be in the alpha because apparently a while ago I'd signed up for the closed beta of Rainbow Six Siege, and so that means I'm just automatically on the alpha list for a lot of Ubisoft titles now. So that's kind of cool. That means if there's going to be Ubisoft game coming out like Assassin's Creed or maybe even another Tom Clancy game, I get to participate in the alpha, which if you don't know, there's a pre-alpha which pretty much only the people and only the developers who made the game can play. Then there's the alpha, which they let just only like a few people, or not a few people, but like just a small majority of people play. It's not open or anything. They you have to have been signed up for it or something. And then there's the beta, which is like pretty much open to everyone, and then there's the final game. So I got chosen to play in the alpha, and so that was kind of cool. But I have to keep a confidentiality agreement, if I can pronounce that word. Yeah, I had to keep a confidentiality agreement because apparently they don't let you post any content about the game because apparently there's not much known about it. And I went into the game kind of blind, and I actually recorded some gameplay, but again, I'm not allowed to post any of it until the embargo lifts. You don't know what embargo means. It's just pretty much the time when you're allowed to post content of the game. And so as soon as the embargo lifts, I'm gonna be posting the video editor for that. Again, I've recorded the clips, but I'm not allowed to post them, so I'm probably gonna edit them into a video, and just as soon as the embargo lifts for the game, I'm gonna post the video, because if I posted it right now it'd be taken down, and probably so would my channel. So yeah, that's sort of cool that I got access to the alpha. At the same time, I can't tell you guys anything about the game right now. All I can say is that it's fun, but I can't tell you literally any aspect of the game. I can't even tell you, like, I told some of my friends that what it's about, but I didn't really tell them much. But I can't say anything on YouTube just because I'm afraid they'll take down my channel. And it might sound dramatic, but they've actually done that to some channels before. They just talk a little bit about the game, they'll just completely take down channel. So I don't want that to happen, so I'm not going to go too much in depth in that. And let's just get started with the first question. We have Future of 316. He asks, I'm on Last Gen and Black Ops 3 isn't that great. What is your opinion right now of Black Ops 3 on Next Gen? So I actually made a video about my Black Ops 3 opinions overall a while ago, but that video is sort of outdated because my opinions have changed a bit since then. So I've actually finished the campaign. I have to say the campaign's just, I didn't really enjoy the campaign that much combat wise, and like the whole customization thing I thought was just unnecessary considering the campaign wasn't that long. You didn't really need all that customization. I'm sure they made it so they try to get people to want to replay it, but I just didn't want to replay it because the actual combat I didn't find that fun. So I did like the story though. I'm not going to spoil anything, don't worry, but I did like the story. The ending could have been better. Like I thought there should have been a better ending, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. The story was kind of cool. It was kind of trippy, but overall I just thought the campaign was based on the combat, because the combat was just repetitive and boring. Next we have Zombies, and Zombies I actually think is just amazing on next gen. So I'm pretty sure on last gen it's super downgraded. Like the graphics on it are just terrible. Oh, by the way, you guys don't have campaign on last gen, do you? I forgot about that. I don't even know why I mentioned the campaign. Yeah, the campaign you're not really missing out on much. But anyway, yeah, zombies. So Shadows of Evil, I know you guys have that. I'm not sure if you guys have all the same Easter eggs, but if you do, Shadows of Evil, I love it. On next gen, it's so much fun. Just the graphics are great in my opinion. And just there's so many Easter eggs to do, and I still haven't finished all the Easter eggs yet, and we haven't even discovered all the Easter eggs yet, and so there's so much to do in Zombies. I'm just super excited to find out everything, do everything, and yeah, Zombies is a lot of fun. But then we come to multiplayer, which is usually the thing that's the staple in the Call of Duty franchise, the multiplayer. Not for everyone. I know a lot of people play Call of Duty just for Zombies, but for most people, majority of players, multiplayer is the bread and butter of Call of Duty. So, and overall, I think the multiplayer is good. I just think it's good. I don't think it has as much of a replay value, and again, this is just right now, my opinion could change again, but I don't think it has as much of a replay value as some other Call of Duty games, like let's say like Advanced Warfare. I thought that had a great replay value because the jetpacks and stuff in that game were super fun. I guess they're called exosuits, but I just had a lot of fun using it, and just Advanced Warfare was just a great game in my opinion. So I'm going to be talking more about that later when I talk about Advanced Warfare 2, but you'll see that question later. But yeah, overall, Black Ops 3 Next Gen is really fun. Multiplayer, there's something about it that isn't really gripping me, but I'm still going to be able to play. I'm still going to play it just because it is fun. It is Call of Duty, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if it has long-lasting things or whatever. It's Call of Duty. We all enjoy it. So yeah, next we have West Press, and he asked, can you do an emblem tutorial? So I actually did do an emblem tutorial. I did it a few days ago. I did it on the Patrick emblem. I'm pretty sure that's what you meant because you saw that in some of my videos. But yeah, I posted that a few days ago. Was it a few days ago? I don't remember. But yeah, I pretty much just showed like a speed build of the emblem, and so you can copy it. Feel free to copy it. It's a really cool emblem. Obviously, I didn't come up with it, so I can't even take credit for it. But it's a really cool emblem. And not only did I like it because my name is Patrick, but like I said in the video, I just really like the character Patrick from the show, and so I just think it's really fun to have in games and show off to people. Next, we have Rocket Xbox, and he asked, "What's your favorite candy?" So my favorite candy is Sour Patch Kids. I love Sour Patch Kids so much, but there's so many different kinds. Like there's a berry kind, there's an extreme kind, there's the like large Sour Patch Kid kinds. But I just like the original. The original is the best. That's the same for most things. The original is usually the best flavor, and yeah, it's my favorite candy. Next we have Submerged Mannequin, and he asks, "Will you ever go back to Advanced Warfare?" And so actually, yes, I will go back to Advanced Warfare. Probably not soon. I won't be going back to it like a bunch, but I did really enjoy Advanced Warfare, so I will be revisiting it, probably making a video about it, because I'm actually really hoping there'll be an Advanced Warfare 2, which I was thinking I'd make its own video about, and I might still do that, so I'm not going to go too in-depth on why I want an Advanced Warfare 2, but I just really liked Advanced Warfare 1, and I think Advanced Warfare 2 can improve on a lot of things that Advanced Warfare didn't really perfect, and I think Advanced Warfare 2 has the potential, at least in my opinion, to be one of the best Call of Duty games, just because I really liked Advanced Warfare, and again, I'll talk about this in a separate video, but I really will be going back to Advanced Warfare, and I really hope there's going to be an Advanced Warfare 2. Next we have Shadow Stopper, and he asks, "Can you do more Zombies guides?" So actually, I already did one a while ago. I'm pretty sure you saw that, which is why you're asking for more. It was actually on swords and how to get the Wonder Weapon in Black Ops 3, and the swords were actually pretty easy to figure out once you like do it once, you kind of just get it like that, and that's with most things in Shadows of Evil, like even Pack-a-Punch. But speaking of Pack-a-Punch, I am going to be doing a guide on Pack-a-Punch relatively soon, I hope. I just need to get footage for it and then edit it. But yeah, if you don't know how to get Pack-a-Punch yet, I'll be making a guide on that. I'll be making it as easy as possible so you're able to figure it out, how to get Pack-a-Punch. Because I remember before I knew how to do Pack-a-Punch, everything in the map seemed super hard to me. But as soon as I got Pack-a-Punch, everything just started to be a bit easier. Not necessarily because of Pack-a-Punch, but because I learned how to do things like complete an Easter egg every round. Because a lot of times when you play zombies, like especially on, let's use for example the Giant, you don't really complete an Easter egg every round for that. Like like every game. You just usually hop on a game, just shoot some zombies in the face, and just have fun. But in Shadows of Evil, it's pretty much all about doing an Easter egg type thing every single game, which is why I'm going to make more guides for it so you guys know how to do that, so Shadows of Evil will overall be more fun for you. For the final question, we have Charger Drive, and he asks, I'm currently in the 8th grade, and my grades in most classes are good, but there's one thing I'm struggling at, which is writing. I remember you saying in the video a while ago that you were a skilled writer, so I was wondering if you had any writing tips to help me improve. Thanks. So first of all, skilled writer, that was kind of nice. I actually don't remember saying that, but if you said I said it, then I said it. Because I have pretty bad memory when it comes to stuff a really long time ago, so I probably did say it, because I sort of am good at writing, but unfortunately it comes naturally, and I usually just write really fast, and it just sort of just comes to me, and I have proper grammar sort of built in. I don't really need to go back and correct it that often, but every once in a while I will make a mistake, which is why autocorrect is your best friend. Not only does autocorrect correct like maybe things you spelled wrong, but sometimes if you say something grammatically incorrect, not all the time, so don't rely on it all the time, but sometimes if you say something grammatically incorrect, autocorrect will automatically correct it for you, or not automatically, but it'll underline it in green, telling you that it's incorrect in some way, and you can look back over that and you're able to correct it. Another thing, like probably the most important thing I can say, is write what you want to write about. So let's say your teacher assigned you just a general topic about the ocean. So instead of writing what your teacher would want to hear, like, the ocean's very important, we should save our ocean, pick a specific topic about the ocean that you actually might find interesting. For example, let's say you found sea turtles interesting, and then write all about that. So you say like, oh yeah, sea turtles are cool because they can do this, this, and this, and then you'll end up writing just a bunch about something you really care about and something you really like, and you'll end up just having a pretty good piece because it's something you actually care about, not just something the teacher wants to hear. Or I mean, the teacher will want to hear it, but you're not like kissing up to the teacher and like just writing what you want to hear, because sometimes when you do that it ends up not sounding that great, and so you end up not getting a grade on it. And a lot of times when I write, I tend to get really deep. Like, for example, a lot of times there'll be times where it's just a simple writing prompt, like a time you knew when you were growing up. And so I start writing, but I get really deep, and like that specific assignment, I started talking about like ISIS and all this stuff like that. I don't even know how I got into it, but I eventually just got like really deep, just because something I actually care about, or just something interesting I found. And I just found that time passed, and I ended up having a paper before I knew it, if I actually wrote about something I cared about. So that's all I really have to say about writing. Again, just usually comes naturally to me. So I hope you do good in 8th grade with your English class, and yeah, so that's gonna do it for these questions, guys. Something I just want to say at the end of the video is thanks for 80 subscribers. I recently hit that. It's not a huge milestone or anything, but it's something, and I do appreciate you guys for subscribing and just letting me know that you like my content. And now it's time for the story. So this is, again, just a quick story. So my parents are thinking of buying a Tesla because their cars are like running out and like dying pretty much, and so they want to get a Tesla, like the new Tesla model. And so apparently Tesla is a really fancy car. Again, I'm not a big car person. I don't really know much about cars, and so I had no idea that Tesla was a big fancy car or anything. I just thought it was another brand of car, like maybe like Toyota or something. But what they did was they signed up for like a waiting list for this new car that's going to come out, and they went to like a mall that had like a Tesla center. And this was the funniest part, because it wasn't an official Tesla store. It was just a small Tesla area in a shopping mall that had room for like one car, and that was about it. You didn't really have much room, but just a small little place in a shopping mall. And they said that like today was a special day, that there'd be Tesla cars. If you like pre-order anything, you could come in, and then just like, I don't know, they didn't even specify. I didn't know what I was going into, so I just went with them, and I walked into the mall, and it was immediately super fancy. And you guys probably don't know this, but I'm not a super fancy guy. I'm not like a super casual guy either, but like I don't really like being treated fancy. I don't like being treated different than anyone else. And so they came out with like a platter. It looked like a butler. He came out with like a platter of like these like fancy looking wine glasses, but one of them was like filled with water, then the other two were filled with like mimosas, and he tried to offer the water to me. And so I took it just to be like polite, but like, oh man. It was really weird, because other people would walk into the Tesla store looking at cars, and it'd just be me and like my parents like in the corner of the room talking to a guy with like these fancy drink glasses in our hand. We looked so prestigious, and I really didn't like it. It felt super uncomfortable. I just felt super uncomfortable in that situation. And then it didn't stop. The butler came out. I'm calling him a butler. He probably wasn't, but he looked like a butler, with like 4 more trays of different snacks. and like not at the same time, but like 4 different times throughout the time we were there, with different kinds of snacks. And most of the snacks I didn't take because I didn't want to have my hands full. Well, one of them, I saw a muffin, and being the pig that I am, I just grabbed it, and or I didn't just grab it, but I said thank you, and then I ate it because it was really good. But yeah, so it was a super uncomfortable situation. We were in a Tesla store, and the funniest part was, if it was like a full-on Tesla store and there were a bunch of other people around with also these glasses in their hand, it wouldn't have felt as awkward. But we were just in a small little mall store, and they just had like this butler come out with these wine glasses filled with water and like all these different appetizers and stuff, and it was super uncomfortable. And I was like, why can't we just be here to look at cars? But anyway, that's my quick story. I just felt sort of uncomfortable. I was going to make that its own video, but I decided just to throw it in at the end of this video because I thought you guys would want to hear that. I don't know, it didn't come out as well as it was in my head. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Ask Me Anything. If you want to leave a question, just send me a private message if you want to be private, or leave a comment down below, and I will always answer them. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.